So here's a question. What is easier, being among people or being by yourself? Seems like an easy question. And yet, many young people, kids, adolescents, young adults, answer this question by saying that it's harder for them being among people. And they feel more alone when they are in the presence of other people. So being by themselves at home feels as if they are less alone. We hear so often about the crisis of isolation and of being alone. And yet there is a reason why so many people are alone, and that's because they have a hard time feeling a sense of belonging. So the crisis that we're experiencing, young people are experiencing, is the crisis of belonging, is the a challenge of feeling experiencing positive emotions when we are with people, feeling connected to other people, in contrast to feeling conflicted, feeling that our self-esteem is lower in the presence of other people. So, why is it so difficult to belong today? And my view, and most of the young kids and adolescents that I work with, they complain about not feeling comfortable when they are with friends, when they are with family, when they go to concerts. The presence of other people feels a threat. There is no comfort in being with people. And there's a few reasons for that. The first is, or maybe let's do something else. 2 short lectures, one about the German language and the second about the English language. In German, the word to belong is gehören. Hören is like hearing. Ge is together. So when we belong, it's as if we're hearing something together. And gehören also means hearing completely. What does it mean, hearing completely? It means that when we hear as a group something together, we are totally connected. There's no inner conflict. Now that's something that's very difficult for young people. When they are with friends, they often feel conflicted. Now people will say, hey, everybody feels conflicted when they're with people. Yes, but young people today have very high expectations of themselves. They often have a binary way of thinking, black or white, belonging or not belonging, winners or losers, being accepted or being rejected. Life does not have any gray areas. So when they feel conflicted, it's a sign that they're failing. And they're not experiencing a sense of belonging. And then they withdraw. They stay at home. They don't go to friends. They don't go to social activities. They don't go to school. And they don't have the words to explain why they're withdrawing. None of them say, hey, I have a hard problem in feeling a sense of belonging. There is something shameful about it. And it is as if we don't have the language to articulate and explain what exactly does that mean. So high expectations, no capacity to tolerate gray areas. And then people withdraw. So they cannot hear together. They cannot gehören. In English, there's something else. The word itself gives us some other clues about why it's so difficult being among people. Belong, in English, be for a long time. Okay, it has a time element inside. So it's about staying in one place for a long time. But there's something else about the word belonging, because longing is also wishing. It's a desire. So belong means longing to be. The longing to be yourself. And so many young people are experiencing difficulties being authentic, being themselves, especially around other people. So they don't belong. And the emotion that regulates our ability to belong, and that belonging regulates this emotion, is shame. So when one's ability to regulate shame is low, they will always feel, or often, feel a sense of not belonging. And then they withdraw, and then they lose the ability to regulate their shame, because belonging also regulates shame. So when we do feel an experience of belonging, then our self-esteem rises. We feel good about with ourselves. We feel that we are who we are. But this is quite a challenge today. So how do we help people belong? And one thing that I do is that I start mapping the different conflicts that one here experiences when they are with people. So young people are not shocked. They know what to experience. They know, for example, that they can have two contradictory wishes. They can want to be part of the group. They can want to be an important member of the group, an alpha even. And at the same time, they can want not to be at the focus of the attention of others. And they can also not wish to compete with others. In other words, they can have contradictory wishes. And once they are prepared to experiencing these conflicts, they feel good about experiencing them. It signifies that they are real human beings. Then they can be just a little bit who they are. They can accept themselves. And once they accept themselves just a little bit more, then it's easier to belong.